For all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you. We're going to stand with you as you mourn and as you heal.
As we come on the air tonight, federal authorities are looking for a person or people they believe helped a man who drove a truck down crowded Bourbon Street, killing at least 15 people and injuring dozens more. Authorities do not believe he acted alone. Good evening, everyone. I'm Anna Lauro. Carlo and Marcella are off tonight. Authorities are investigating the attack as terrorism. It happened early this morning in the famed French Quarter as people were ringing in the new year. Tonight, we learned one of the injured is Steele Idelson. Her grandfather confirmed with us that she is a student at San Diego State University, and she's right now in the hospital with critical injuries. Katie Weiss is in New Orleans, where this fast-evolving case continues to unfold.
The FBI is investigating the New Year's Day attack in New Orleans as an act of terrorism.
This is not just an act of terrorism. This is evil.
The FBI has identified the attacker as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen from Texas. A U.S. official confirms to CBS News he had previously served in the U.S. military.
We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Authorities say he plowed a truck through a crowd on the city's iconic Bourbon Street shortly after 3 a.m. local time, then got into a firefight with police and was killed.
We were in the middle of the road and managed to run off the road onto the sidewalk and into the doorway of a building for cover.
Jim Maurer was visiting from Iowa. He said after the gunfire stopped, he tried to help the victims.
People we came across were unfortunately deceased.
The FBI says an ISIS flag was located in the truck, as were weapons and other potential explosive devices. Law enforcement also identified possible IEDs located in the French Quarter.
The mission now is to facilitate, support, and coordinate safety procedures to keep our residents and our visitors safe.
Police say 2 police officers who were shot during the gunfight are in stable condition. Katie Weiss, CBS News, New Orleans.
Now, the incident happened hours before the Sugar Bowl was scheduled to kick off in the New Orleans Superdome. The quarterfinal college football game between Notre Dame and the University of Georgia is now postponed until tomorrow afternoon. And 1 person is dead and 7 others are hurt after a Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas. And authorities are investigating it as another potential act of terrorism. Police say it happened around 8:40 this morning in the valet area near the front entrance. The driver of the truck died. Investigators say the bed of the truck was packed with gas canisters and fireworks mortars. They say it's an isolated incident, but are looking to see if this is in any way connected to the truck attack in New Orleans. The Cybertruck was rented in Colorado through the same app as the truck in New Orleans. San Diego Sheriff's deputies are investigating a 2-car crash that killed 2 pedestrians in Lemon Grove. It happened around 11:15 this morning at Broadway and Buena Vista Avenue, involving an Acura and a Toyota Prius. The moments leading up to the crash are still unclear, but we know a man and woman were crossing Broadway when they were hit. They died at the scene. We're told the driver of the Acura was taken to a hospital with major injuries, and 2 people in the Prius were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Investigators believe speeding may have been a factor. CHP continues to crack down on dangerous driving as its holiday maximum enforcement period is still in effect until midnight tonight. CBS 8's Brian White has the details on a number of DUI-related accidents that happened in the city of San Diego overnight.
The driver of a red Camaro transported to a local hospital after running off the road at a high rate of speed and into an apartment building.
I was not expecting this, to be honest, because it's like first time it happened here, but we can see like that the guy was like speeding. He was like definitely driving crazy right there.
It happened around 3 a.m. in Linda Vista on Burroughs Street. The driver slammed into a concrete wall and totaled a parked car. He was arrested for DUI.
We can see we had like a total damage on my car right there, the wall, and also the building, the apartment building where we live.
Will Mancia lives here and owns the damaged RAV4. The crash woke him up.
Yeah, it was like very loud noise. So we was already in bed. We had to wake up like around 3:10 a.m. to see what happens, and we find out my car was totaled.
Around the same time, a female driver was arrested for DUI in Rancho Penasquitos after crashing into a tree in the front yard of a house on Classique Way. The driver, who may have been under 18, along with her female passenger, reportedly hit two cars first in a Jack in the Box parking lot nearby and drove away, later hitting another vehicle on the road and then running into a boulder, which sent their car across the street into a tree. There were no reported injuries. Meanwhile, in Linda Vista, Will has already contacted his insurance company. He runs a business cleaning restaurants, and now with his RAV4 out of commission, it's going to make getting to work more difficult. He told me when he went to bed last night, this is the last thing he expected to happen.
Well, of course. What a way to start a new year.
In Linda Vista, Brian White, CBS 8.
All right, Brian, thank you. After months of failed negotiations, a contract agreement between Scripps Health and Anthem Blue Cross expires. The move impacts thousands of patients whose Anthem Blue Cross coverage at Scripps is now considered out of network. That means those patients will be forced to pay higher rates or find a new health care provider. Certain emergency care is excluded. The new year is bringing with it several new laws taking effect. That includes a smoking ban in and around multi-unit rental or owned buildings in Carlsbad. The city council approved it in August to protect people from secondhand smoke. The law is the first of its kind in the country. And you'll now need to park at least 20 feet back from a stop sign or crosswalk, or you could get a ticket. Enforcement of the state's daylighting law applies whether the curb is painted red or not. It's meant to open up intersections and eliminate blind spots. And people earning minimum wage within the city of San Diego are getting a pay raise. Minimum wage increases from $16.85 to $17.25. That's higher than the state's minimum wage, which is now $16.50. A new year means a new beginning for people in need of a second chance. In tonight's Zevaley Zone, Jeff is in National City to profile the nonprofit organization Vehicles for Change.
Every one of these graduates would admit they've made mistakes, which is why they're so grateful for a Vehicle for Change.
It's only up. It's only up from here.
At 42 years old, Philip Murphy is proud to stand in front of his community as a changed man. How old were you when you committed your first burglary?
Young man, I would say I was about maybe 22 years old.
After some prison time, Philip committed another burglary, serving a total of 10 years behind bars.
That was my enough is enough. That was where my pain was at a point that was unbearable. That was when I looked at my children, I looked at myself and said, what do I want them to see when they see me?
Philip enrolled in a 10-week course offered by Vehicles for Change. The nonprofit provides a second chance to people who were incarcerated and trains them to become automotive service technicians.
We have 3 bays where we get to lift cars and work on them. Upstairs is our classroom.
Ivan Corona is the executive director for Vehicles for Change.
You're training for a future.
This is his 5th graduating class.
Every single one of them I would be extremely proud to have in my own shop.
Every year this program gains traction in the community. And if you'd like to help out, you could make a donation or donate a vehicle. This Honda Odyssey is the second vehicle donated by the San Diego Blood Bank. Claudine Van Gonka says mechanics in training will have to roll up their sleeves.
It's definitely seen better days. It has over 310,000 miles. But you know, this is a great partnership. San Diego Blood Bank loves to work with other organizations in San Diego, including other nonprofit organizations.
In the past 2 years, not one trainee from Vehicles for Change has reoffended. And more good news, 60% of graduates either have a job or are currently pursuing higher degrees.
Way to go, sir! Congratulations!
What would you say to someone who needs a second chance?
I would say put your name in the hat because you can't be chosen if you don't. Everything is possible when you believe in yourself. Be what you aspire to be. It's a zenith. to the top.
Here's to new beginnings. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all.
And good luck. In the Zavoli Zone.
3, 2, 1. Happy
Jeff Seville. CBS 8.